Hello, everyone. How are you today? How's Pisces season treating you? We are just a week and a few days into Pisces season from the Pisces new moon, and dreams are intensified. We might be wanting to sleep more and rest more. There's a lot of other planets in Pisces and a lot of influences that are are inviting us to take more time to rest and to be in more of a dream or spiritual or heightened psyche kind of sense. And it's important to embrace that and to open ourselves to what that means and the possibilities that it supports us with. And at the same time, support ourselves with action, with the fire element and the earth element, to stay grounded in this physical realm. And with every planet moving forward right now, we have this amazing opportunity to be weaving in our dreams, to be weaving in our visions and the big dream that we have for ourselves personally and what we have for society and global like spiritual revolution is how I kind of see it. Like, just people waking up and really owning bigger parts of themselves and feeling less apologetic and just having all of these kind of like slave codes of shame and just codependency and caretaking and feeling bad, feeling ashamed using our voice, like all of that kind of disappearing, and people, individuals, really standing in their own and really moving forward from a heartfelt space and creating from that place. And this is my personal vision for the world, and I feel like a lot of the people that I'm interacting in this space and in my personal work or in my friendships, this is kind of the gist of the vision we're all kind of holding and envisioning with each other. So we have a lot of potential to really be weaving in our dreams and moving forward in this physical world. And Pisces season, these few weeks that we have about 3 more weeks, maybe a little more, of this forward motion, vision, energy. And usually with the new moon, we're always working with creating something new and setting intentions, which is great. We can be doing that now, but I want to kind of just say or invite you to kind of think about, like, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So we have this opportunity to be reflecting on the last astrological year and looking at projects that are still left incomplete and thinking about what kind of cycles are ending for us personally. What kind of patterns are we setting aside? What kind of friendships aren't aligning? What kind of other, like, relationship, maybe relationship with our work or relationship with something else, like that might be coming to a completion. We might be stepping outside of it, moving beyond it. And karma and life lessons is a big theme. So we can be looking at our astrology chart and looking at our north node, because this is the space in our chart that reflects what we chose to learn when we were incarnated into this world, what we chose to come in and have as life lessons, like big things that we haven't learned in other past lives. And so, and at the same time, our south node represents what we know in our gut, what we know in our bones, like the ground that we can walk on. And so it's really interesting. So a lot of like, if we look at our south node, we might say, whether you know what your south node is or not, but I'll post a link below. I can even do that now, probably, of one of my favorite places to find a chart. Let's see, can I do that? Maybe I have to afterwards. I'll do it afterwards. Okay, So I'll post a link where you can kind of look at where your south node and north node is. So the south node is what you've learned 1,000 lifetimes for, it's going to be your big lessons that you know and that you can really own. And your north node is what you're really working to incorporate and integrate into your soul on your soul journey in this life and the next life. So, and you can also look at your Chiron, and your Chiron represents your wounded healer. It's named after the Greek god who was immortal, and then he was injured, and he was like stuck to the earth until he could really fix his wound, and he had to create his own medicine. And in that process, so he became this wounded god who created his own medicine that liberated himself. And so we have a place in our chart where we can say, okay, this is, and it's really interesting how it shows up for individuals when I'm working with people, is like, it's going to show a wound from this lifetime. It's like a big wound of where if we're putting our healing energy into that space, this is going to be like the magical elixir, like that alchemy medicine that will really support us into our next thing. It's like it points to the deep, heartfelt wound that's really that creates this barrier. And maybe you've been working on it, but it's always an interesting thing to look and reflect on, especially this time of year in Pisces season. Like, where does my soul want to heal? What soul lessons should I be really maybe focusing on right now? How can I incorporate that into my life? And these are just a few things that I want to point out. So at the when I get off, I'll end this video here soon. I'll post a link to one of my favorite places to find a free chart. You can look at your north node, your south node. You can look at your Chiron. And if you want to share, I'm happy to reply with some archetypal themes that could be supportive in your journey. And I'm just interested in hearing your thoughts and how you're working with Pisces energy right now. I'll go ahead and do that, and we'll chat soon.